Good evening from Boston, and welcome to the Sweet 16, the East Regional Semifinal. As the fifth-seeded San Diego State Aztecs from the Mountain West Conference play the #1 seeded and defending national champion UConn Huskies from the Big East. The winner will face either Illinois or Iowa State. They play in a couple hours. And good evening, everyone. Kevin Harlan, Coach Stan Van Gundy, Dan Bonner will check in with Andy Katz in just a second. On the Connecticut Husky side, they've got a first-team All-America in Tristan Newton. They are coached by Dan Hurley, who is in his 6th year, the Big East Coach of the Year. And Tony Henderson, 9th NCAA tournament, his 3rd Sweet 16. The winner to the Elite Eight. All on the road to the Final Four. And away we go in Massachusetts. Trammell won it on his face in this year's tournament.
Wow, that's an amazing number. We talked about their dominance, and they've been really dominant on this end. San Diego State is a good defensive team, but they're going to have a hard time chasing these UConn guys around.
Flinging inside, 7-2. Castle, little two-man game. With a move and a drive.
Well, we see that matchup, Kevin and Dan on both ends.
He's pulled down by Caravan inside for the Huskies.
And UConn gets it into the front court very quickly, and then they start moving.
Caravan, that is a 3.
Well, he's as good on that pick and pop.
By Caravan.
That was a forced shot, Stan. When you take forced shots, that allows UConn to get out and go a little bit.
Castle's got a huge size advantage here.
Stephon Castle will take it.
And that's San Diego State has very good defensive goal.
West Conference. Spencer tried to drive. Castle wall line. Then they go down low. Caravan knocked away inside by Powell. But Caravan pushes it away. It's Caravan getting the ball out to Newton. Here come the Huskies.
Ooh.
Long 3. Cole!
Wow. That was a deep. It was leaking out a little bit there, just assuming they could get the rebound.
Underneath, Cam Spencer. First team All-Big East, NCAA.com.
That's 2 offensive rebounds already for Tristan Newton, who's a point guard, but one of the better rebounding guards in the country.
Look at that drive right down the middle. Newton gets it. Down by the Huskies as they have brought in Diarra off their UConn bench. Spencer getting position, doubled inside.
Spencer's noted as a three-point shooter, but he
Difference became a problem, particularly as the game wore on.
Klingon checks out. Samson Johnson with the ball right here, checks in. Newton got a screaming, puts up a 3-point shot. A 7-0 run by UConn. Well, Newton keeping rebound by Stephon Castle. The best perimeter defender. He takes it the other way. It's loose. And they go in. Stewart. Spencer. 3.
He's as good a shooter as there is in the country.
Quickly down court. Cam Spencer. Bird is on him.
San Diego State only shoots 31% on the season from 3. If they're going to be limited to 3-point shots, it's going to be a long night.
UConn, the #1 ranked team in the AP poll, and for quite a while. Inside Spencer. What a great feed by Diarra. Diarra's 12-2 run.
Diarra's had an
Back, but maybe not right at the beginning of the shot clock. They had an additional 20 seconds, and he took a tough shot.
Tristan Newton maneuvers with a Euro step inside for 2.
Well, and Ledee offered no resistance.
Line of traffic, gets the ball. Picked up on the play by Newton.
And that time he didn't get it up on the board.
Castle.
And UConn will do that off the turnovers. They'll push.
I don't think Reggie ever saved it.
3.5 to play in the half. Here comes Newton on top. Johnson a screen. Ball jarred free. Shot clock at 7. Cam Spencer, one of the best three-point shooters in the country, maneuvers for 2.
That is a tough step back.
Kevin, they've only lost 1 game to a non-conference team in 2 years.
Not amazing. Setting up right now, Diarra. 6th-man award winner in the Big East. Controlling on top. Shot clock at 9. Spencer 3. 16.
Well, great screening, and Spencer coming.
Have a 9-point lead.
And Spencer, I mean, if he can catch and shoot like that, he's going to make an extremely high percentage, particularly when they throw the ball right to him perfectly.
Let's swing it over to Andy Katz.
Well, Danny, we've seen this all year from Cam Spencer. Big shot after big shot, makes free throws. How much of a difference maker has he been? Well, we got off to a great start offensively by everybody, and then everyone went cold except for Cam. Cam helped us close the half, so you know, killer Cam's been great.
All right, so UConn will inbound and get things started here in the second half. The winner goes to the Elite Eight. And a miss by Ledee.
There's that fall away or step back that Brian Dutcher was complaining about to Andy in the first half.
Good catch by Kessel, and a beautiful lob pass thrown inside. Let's swing it over to Andy Katz. It's Caravan inside. Pal got a hand on it. And retrieved by Kessel. 2 to fire. 3, no. Rebound, Klingon. Gobbled it up. Has the mismatch. Kicks it out in the corner. Newton, 2-3, puts it in.
Well, that's one of the few times tonight that UConn's been able to convert off an offensive rebound. Already now 14 offensive rebound.
And now the Spencer rebound will trigger it the other way for the Huskies. It's Castle, Klingon, and they'll set in back-to-back Sweet 16s for the first time in a long time. The Connecticut Huskies will get it inside. Klingon right there. He's defended by Ledee. Shot clock at 7.
That was a nice move. He's had trouble with Ledee.
Vacuumed in by Spencer. The other way comes Newton.
And that was Castle's defense, though. Outstanding pressure on Butler.
Newton's got it. Carabana screen. Waters will defend in the corner. Spencer then takes it on that baseline and feeds. Oh, jam. Kessel.
That is a great pass by Spencer.
And now Caravan. Diarra's got it. He's a senior from Queens. Newton, and on top, Kessel. Maneuvering, got a screen with the switch. The shot clock is down to 5. Kessel makes a move. A lot of traffic. Whoa, is right. 13 points. With the rebound inside, collected by Newton. Out to Diarra.
The rebounding, to me, is the main story in the game for San Diego State.
You got it, EJ. Thank you. And next in LA will be North Carolina, Alabama. Remember, Alabama was the #1 team. Bides inside into Diarra. Rebound is lassoed in there by Diarra. He'll come the other way for the Huskies. Curling, driving, defender fell up and down for 2. It's the biggest lead for the Huskies.
And they just get the ball and they push it and principally, but that doesn't help. They've got to get stops.
Stops and rebounds, both have been tough.
UConn has won 8 straight NCAA tournament games by double digits. It's a 3. The miss by Newton. The rebound inside. Again, Connecticut. Tapped around. Retrieved by Stewart. Spencer. Diarra. Corner 3.
There's nothing you can do.
What an improvement this guy's made.
Really struggling from the line tonight, though, and you made the point stand. You get those opportunities from the line. You have to convert them if you're going to make a comeback.
Well, they have no margin for error against UConn.
Diarra jabs, feeds, Klingon. Lead 8 for a second consecutive season. Castle, clinging. The rebounding has been phenomenal. 21 offensive rebounds.
What a pass!
A great pass. Spencer had the hockey assist. Castle got it to Clingan, and Clingan puts it through.
That was two great passes.
Absolutely.
That is UConn basketball at its best. Spencer on a great backdoor pass, and then that touch pass from Castle. This guy had this in mind before he ever caught the ball. He saw this coming. Castle is a special player.
But the movement of the players, they shot the ball very poorly in the second half, and San Diego State just can't survive if Ladny's not going to be a big scorer.
Right, he's only got 3 points, 1 for 7 from the floor, 1 for 4 from the free throw line.
Newton driving on Waters. A foul. Waters picks up his 4th.
That's really unbelievable strength and control. Newton is 6'5", weighs 195 pounds. He's got the quickness to get.
They have, right? So their last game, they were 3 for 22 against Northwestern from 3 and still won easily. And tonight they're now 8 for 23 from 3. So it's not like these leads are being built up because they're shooting lights out.
The chances at it, that defense is just so out of position, scrambling, trying to get the ball. There was nobody even in the picture with him.
His dad, Jim Dutcher, was a terrific college coach.
Well, Brian does such a great job at San Diego State, and you know, it's unfortunate for them. They've gotten into the Sweet 16 2 years in a row and Final Four last year, and they've run into the same buzzsaw.
That's right. They're 7-2 in the NCAA tournament the last 2 years after tonight, and those two.
Saunders scrambling for that loose ball, and here they come. Stewart the other way. Wide open. Andy, what do you have?
Well, if you remember yesterday, Brian Dutcher stood right by us.
And after 3 years as a non-scholarship player. And a thank you from Brian Dutcher for a player that has earned his spot. Rumaglu's got it. Sophomore from Greece. He's on top, and he'll put up a 3. The Huskies are going to go to the Elite 8. Again, they'll do it. This one's over. Connecticut is going to the Elite 8. And the largest margin of victory in the Sweet 16 since 2017, when Kansas beat Purdue by 32. We did that game.
I wasn't part of the we, though, Kevin.
Yeah, no, I was.
You did that game. You and Dan.
So it'll be UConn against the winner of Illinois and Iowa State coming up at 10:10 Eastern in about 25 minutes or so here in Boston.
What an impressive performance by UConn. I mean, we've been talking about that the whole game, but they come at you in so many different ways. They've got so many different weapons. I mean, I will be stunned if anybody beats them.
Well, and that's what Danny Hurley meant by trying to become bulletproof. He doesn't mean they can't be beaten. He just means they can beat you in so many different ways. You take one thing away, they can find another answer.
Dan Hurley over there waving at his wife. Yep, that's right. We just heard him say it. Andy, you can ask about that. Take it away.
That's right. Dan's waving for Andrea because what does she have to do? She's my wife, Andrea, who never gets enough TV time. By the way, it's always others.
They've lost 1 game since January 1st. And Dan Hurley, whose dad is a Hall of Fame high school coach and whose brother Bobby played at Duke, has got this Husky program.